Well, welcome to my vlog this week. This is going to be my B-roll thing, my B-roll camera. It's going to be my Panasonic Lumix, L-U-M-I-X, DMC ZS-10. And it's a great little point and shoot. I'm not sure if I got it on point there, but I do. Or I think I do. I don't know. In my last video, I started talking about the point and shoots, like how I feel about them and how surprised I am by like some of the 5 megapixels and how well they're doing. And in my next video, what I'm going to be doing is talking about the different uses for point and shoots, because you've got the bridge cameras, you've got, you know, the regular tiny little cameras, and I'm going to tell you my feelings about where they could be used. And then I'm going to go into talking about you know, a point and shoot for vlogging versus an actual action camera for vlogging, like which is better, because they both have their pros and cons, I think. And then I'm going to do a black and white test, because like this Lumix or whatever that I'm using for my B-roll, this thing takes awesome black and whites. Just mind-boggling, because when I grew up and I was doing film, black and white was a film thing. Like you had to get really good black and whites with film. But these digital cameras, I guess the technology's gone up. The black and white with all the editing or what you can do is awesome. But what I'm going to do is black and white straight out of the camera and stuff like that, because there's just something about in those grain pieces that you get. But, so I've been working at Home Depot for like the last week now, and I can say I thoroughly enjoy it. It's an easy-ass job. It's not too hard, not too complicated. The customers that are coming in there so far have been wonderful. I met a guy that has a lemur petting zoo. I just met another guy that was building his own shed from scratch, 24 by 24. I'm not going to forget that. Met this other lady in there that was putting in a path, a walkway. You know, we were trying to understand how concrete works. I mean, I'm seriously meeting some wonderful people at Home Depot. And it's funny because, you know, a lot of people are asking me, do you get a discount? Do you get a discount? Nope, sorry. And they're like, why? But you work there. I mean, if we think about it, getting a discount for me, like because I think this store has like 300 employees. If we all got like discounts on product, they'd be losing a lot of money. And I get it, because, you know, because I'm sure like they get the idea that a lot of people like me, landlords, would get jobs there just for the discounts. So I get it. But they've got benefits and everything. And that's not too bad. If you work there, you can get 401ks and the health insurance, stuff like that, which I'm opting out of this year so we can use that money to pay my bills. And I hope I did my taxes correctly, because do you guys know how long it's been since I've had an actual job? It has been, I don't think I've ever had a real job. I mean, I've been working in clubs like 30 plus years. I've picked up slack jobs here and there, gas stations, and working with friends. And a lot of that's been under the table, but I don't think I've ever had a real job, and this is it. This is my real job, and I'm enjoying it. But I started doing the math. I started thinking about, you know, all the people in my generation older that tell this young generation to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. And looking at the pay wage, I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck are they supposed to pull themselves up by the bootstraps? Because I'm only making like $16 an hour. I'm not making a lot of money. But for side income, it's great. I mean, I'm going to have this extra cash. All the trailer park money is going back into the trailer park. I don't have to really take a paycheck from that. And it's great. But if that was my primary income, I would have to work 2 and 3 jobs at $16 an hour to survive. Unless I didn't want to enjoy myself and get, you know, be able to buy these point and shoots and action cameras and take my kids out to, you know, breakfast or whatever we do. You know, it just, you know, when I was growing up, we could get a fast food job, some shitty minimum wage job, and work and pay our bills and still have a little left over to, you know, go out for the evening, you know, on a Friday night, go to movies or eat some dinner and hang out with some friends. We had that cash. You know, if we got a second job, holy hell in a handbasket, we were living high on the fucking hog. I just don't see how people these days can do it. It just makes no sense to me. I don't see how people can really think that the houses they bought back when they were kids is even near equal to people buying houses these days. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, Oh, and I'm sorry about the sound quality. I didn't even think about putting my mic up today. As you can tell, I don't have a lapel mic on, so if the sound's kind of wonky, yeah, I just wanted to throw this up and make it real quick because I've got to be to work at like 2:30 today, and I still got to go get some worker bee boxes and some vapes for my wife and try to collect some rent money from somebody because they're behind. It's a lot of stuff. So I just want to throw something up for this week and just basically say hi and vent. And like I said, in my next review video, I'll be talking about the different types of what I feel the different types of point and shoots are good for. Then I'm going to be doing a vlog test and then a black and white test and maybe some more unboxings because I've got a couple cameras coming, I think. And dude, this thing is... I've got this old school one. It's from 2001. It's 5 megapixel. I'm going to be doing reviews on each one of these cameras because I know my last video I did show sample photos of some of these cameras, but I didn't really go in depth in them, which I want to do that because this surprised me, and I found a newer version, which is literally like 15 years old, but a newer version of this one. And I can't wait to get it. I've got to wait for some paychecks to come in from Home Depot before I can get it, if it's still there, because I'm using Mercari, MECRI, something. Mercari, it's a great website, great deals, and there is a buttload of cameras on there. And it's not just cameras, they've got clothing and shoes, and I wish I could be a paid sponsor by them because I would so promote those guys. But anyways, I just want to come on here and say hi, and hey, you know what? You got questions, you can ask below. Anything, literally anything, and I'll answer it. I want to fill up these vlogs, you know, because every week it just seems like I'm going to be chatting about nothing and everything or getting emotional like I have the last video, you know, putting the music to it and everything. So I'll probably do that here too. But anyways, I will see you guys next week on my next week's vlog if you pay attention, and just be on the lookout for the next average guy. And I am still working on that short film about me being an abuser. Yeah, because I used to be abusive to my kid and my ex-wife, and well, I got to get it out there. So anyways, talk to you guys later.